Hello and welcome back to Fixing Up in association with Amazon. Last time we had a really good look over our newly acquired R129 320 SL, a car that we believe is an absolute nailed-on, surefire future classic welcome at any show.
And now we've got a huge list of things we need to do just to get it back on the road, let alone show-worthy.
There's plenty of work to do, but I am sure we can work our magic on this fantastic car.
And that, folks, is what living the dream is all about.
Come on, Clive, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but we haven't started taking it apart yet, Danny. Who knows what we're going to find?
Better get busy then. And don't forget, you could win this car. You can enter the prize draw from September the 15th, 2022 to December the 4th, 2022 by either filling out the entry form on amazon.co.uk/fixingup or by following the instructions on the Amazon UK Facebook and Instagram channels. Good luck! Now, what we normally do on projects when we're restoring them is we change the battery as a matter of course, really, unless it's in tip-top condition. And that's particularly important on the R129, which has got loads of electrical systems, including the hood, which is an electronic dance in its own right. It's really important to have a tip-top battery installed, and that's why we've ordered this Yuasa battery to put straight in. We've also ordered up one of these, which is a Noco Genius 2D battery charger with a direct mount. It's also a maintainer. This actually mounts into the boot and is connected to the battery at all times. It's really important on a car like this because it's not necessarily going to be used all the time. It's a car that might sit idle for a while, particularly in winter where for weeks on end it won't get started.
So we can mount this directly in the boot, leave it there. You can just plug it into the mains then and it's ready to go when you are.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
It is, and batteries, you know, hate being underused, and that's why it's really important to keep it trickle charged. It means that when you want to go somewhere, you can jump in it and you know it's going to start first time.
It's genius.
That's what it says.
Right, now let's get this Yuasa battery installed.
There you go. Oh, that was easy.
Easier than getting the old one out.
It certainly was. Okay, wheels and tyres. Now, I've gone out and done my research and I bought a set of 18-inch alloys. Now, these alloys were an option on the SL, so they're correct for the car. And they're going to replace these really manky C-class alloys and horrible tyres. Now, talking tyres, I'm going to buy the tyres through Amazon, buy them like you would anything else, and there's a huge selection. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on installation, and that's going to bring up a menu of local approved installers. I'll choose my installer, set up a time, and then Amazon will send the tyres to that installer and I'll meet them there. And then they'll fit them. It's that simple.
And now it's time to cure this leak, which is handily dripping, well, would drip right into the passenger's lap. So we're going to replace this hydraulic cylinder that lives in here. This trim panel that runs along the top of the windscreen should start to come free. And there you go. Now this is the offending article here, and it's leaking from the ram there, and there's nothing we can do about that. So we've bought a new one and we're going to fit that. So now to remove this, first of all, I'm going to before I do anything else, I'm just going to undo the Allen bolts on the cylinder itself. Now I'll undo the mounting bolts. Next I'm going to unplug the electrical connector. Just going to use this screwdriver to pull back the clamps that hold the hydraulic pipes in. And now, if we're lucky, we should be able to wiggle this out. That's it, and there you go. So having now removed the cylinder and the locking unit from the car, I can now undo these Allen bolts here. That releases the cylinder, so I can pull it up like that. So if I put a spanner on there and undo that, as if by magic, that releases the cylinder. I've got the new one, I'll wind that on. and then drop that into position. So if I put these two Allen bolts back in, then I can refit it to the car. So on to welding the wings. First we need to remove anything flammable from the area, which is really important, including these plastic wing liners. They can sometimes be troublesome to remove, so liquid moly to the rescue.
Give it a tug. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
You tuck that up.
So I've protected the front bumper, dropped it down, wedged it there to keep it out of my way. I've removed anything that's flammable from this area where I'm going to weld, and now I'm going to grind away this area here. So as you can see, our initial hole has got a lot bigger, and it's obvious that someone had just filled it before and not actually repaired it properly. But it's not too bad because we've got solid metal all around there. So now I've ground that out, I'm going to actually just mark out where I'm going to cut to there. And then we need to follow that profile there. We're nearly there. Here we have the piece that we cut out from the wing, and if I turn it over you can see just how rusty it is. No wonder it fell apart. And also you can see the curve of it, which I need to allow for when I make this panel. So I'm going to have to cut it slightly oversized to allow for that curve. Perfect. There you go.
So now the car's got to go away to the paint shop to have the wings painted and the hard top painted. It's also going to go to the trimmers to have the new soft top fitted. And don't forget, you can own this car. If you're in the UK, you can enter the prize draw to win this car from September the 15th, 2022 to December the 4th, 2022 by either filling out the entry form on amazon.co.uk/fixingup or following the instructions on the Amazon UK Facebook and Instagram channels. Good luck! And we'll see you in the next instalment of Fixing Up in association with Amazon.
So it's goodbye for now and see you soon.